Let's talk about opinion writing with noun clauses. We'll look at a part of a paragraph about the best age to start a family. Listen and read along as I read to you. While I'm reading, find the 5 noun clauses. Let's start. Many people wonder whether it's better to have children earlier or later in one's adult life. I believe that people older than 30 make great parents. First of all, everyone agrees that older adults have more life experience, which is an asset for parents. Moms and dads in their 30s know many people who already have children, so when a parenting problem arises, they can remember how their friends and family dealt with this issue, or they can ask them for advice. Also, parents with life experience often have more patience and wisdom, so they're able to calmly deal with whatever parenting issues come their way. So, were you able to find the 5 noun clauses? Here they are. We have a whether noun clause, clauses with that, with how, a question word, and with an ever word, whatever. Notice that each noun clause has a subject and a verb. Also, notice something that is not a noun clause. This clause. This may seem like a noun clause because it begins with a question word, who. However, this is an adjective clause because it describes the noun that it follows. Noun clauses don't describe nouns, they act like nouns, like this. Object of a preposition. So be careful not to get these 2 kinds of clauses confused. So, we've seen that when we're writing our opinions, we use noun clauses in many ways. A few examples are to state opinions, to give opposing viewpoints, and to conclude an argument. Let's examine these closer. For stating an opinion, you could say, it seems that, I feel or believe that, most people agree that, I'm convinced that, or everyone agrees that. You would follow the that with a subject and a verb, like this. Parents over 30 are more mature. Notice that these statements go, in general, from weaker to stronger opinions. Also, you can state an opinion with an adjective complement. If you want to use an adjective like obvious, clear, or important, you can follow it with a that noun clause, like this. It is obvious that older parents have more life experience. Giving opposing viewpoints is something we often do in opinion writing. That's when we tell about the opposite opinion so that we can show its weaknesses. We can say, some or many, believe, argue, claim, or say, followed by a that clause, like this. Many claim believe, argue, claim, or say, followed by a that clause. Like this. Many claim that older parents have less energy, but a lot of 35-year-olds are more physically fit than their younger counterparts. Another way to tell an opposing viewpoint is it may or might seem and then a that noun clause. Like this. It might seem that older parents aren't as fun as younger parents. However, children need stability more than excitement, and parents in their 30s and 40s can offer that. Finally, you can use noun clauses to conclude an argument with "it's easy to see that," such as, "It's easy to see that older parents haven't." Clauses to conclude an argument with "it's easy to see that," such as, "It's easy to see that older parents have an advantage when it comes to life experience." Or, "This or that is why." Clauses to conclude an argument with "it's easy to see that," such as, "It's easy to see that older parents have an advantage when it comes to life experience." Or, "This or that is why." Easy to see that, such as, "It's easy to see that older parents have an advantage when it comes to life experience." Or, "This or that is why." This is why older parents have an advantage when it comes to life experience. Okay, so we've seen just a few of the ways to use noun clauses when writing about your opinion. And there are many more ways to use noun clauses. We've learned about many of them in this course. This older parent says, "Now it's easy to see that noun clauses are useful for writing." That was a noun clause, by the way. Okay, let's practice. Hi again, here's you, and here's the finish line of our course. All that's left is to submit your paragraph and to do a peer review. What is a peer review? First, what's a peer? A peer is someone who has a role that is similar to yours. In this course, other learners are your peers. You're going to evaluate one other learner's paragraph using a rubric that's very similar to the one you used for the self-evaluation. You'll look to see if your peer has topic and conclusion sentences, 15 or more sentences total, 3 reasons for their opinion, 6 or more noun clauses, and noun clauses with 1 or more of each of these. You'll use the same scoring guide that you used before. Here are some things to remember when you're evaluating your peer. First, take the time to do it right. Don't rush. Look at each item on the rubric and carefully consider your scores. Next, be fair. Your score will affect your peer's overall score for the class, So before you give someone a low score, be certain that you're making the right decision. Finally, stick to the rubric. You're judging for noun clauses and a few writing points, and that's it. If someone makes a lot of mistakes with verbs, for example, that's okay. That's not on the rubric. At this point, you may be asking yourself, why do we have to evaluate up here? Well, for one, it gives you an audience for when you write. When you know that someone else will read your writing, you're extra motivated to check what you wrote. Also, peer evaluation helps you to learn from what others do well and to learn from their mistakes. Finally, you can learn about the world. Learners in our courses come from different countries, so this is a great chance to read different perspectives on marriage from all around the globe. Okay, in this course we've traveled far, from learning and practicing the grammar of noun clauses to writing noun clauses in a paragraph. Now it's time to use noun clauses in your own life. You each came to this course with a purpose for improving your English. Now go out and speak and write confidently with the clauses that you've learned. Congratulations!